Now that we have explored the broader aspects of communication, let's take a closer look at its specific key aspects of pragmatics. These key aspects of pragmatics include shared understanding, presupposition, deixis, inference, anaphora, and speech or sign act. To understand a message, we must have shared understanding. This refers to shared attitudes, beliefs, and knowledge between the speaker and the receiver. For example, in the sentence, the mayor denied the criminal's request because he is cautious. Here, we understand the word he refers to the mayor. But if we change one word in the sentence, we can change the meaning of he. The mayor denied the criminal's request because he was dangerous. Now, we understand that he refers to the criminal. Why do we understand this change in meaning? The reason has to do with shared knowledge, shared attitudes, and shared understanding. To understand a message, we do not only need shared understanding, we also need to understand presupposition. Presupposition refers to an assumption about a belief or knowledge implied by a particular word or expression. For example, in the question, have you stopped exercising? In this question, the word stopped presupposes the meaning of discontinued or paused. In other words, have you discontinued or paused your exercise? Another aspect of pragmatics is deixis. Deixis refers to words that are used or interpreted according to the speaker's location or context. Spatial words include words like this and here, which refer to something close to the speaker. That and there refer to something closer to the receiver or farther from the speaker. There are also temporal words and person deixis. Temporal words include words like now, then, and today. Person deixis includes words like he, they, she, those people, or those individuals. Object references include words like that, this, those, and these. Inference is the connection between what is said and what is actually meant. For example, what connection is made if I give you these words without context? First, your first inference may be to think about something related to theater, but could these words have a specialized meaning in another field? If a person has experience with those words in another field, they may make a different inference. Anaphora means referring back to something again. It is the use of a word that refers to or replaces a word used earlier in a sentence in order to avoid repetition. For example, El Chavo del Ocho, that famous Mexican character, continues to be shown on television. That phrase, that famous Mexican character, refers back to El Chavo del Ocho. A speech or sign act is the type of action performed by a speaker or signer through communication. It may be a command, request, a promise, a question, or the sharing of information. Now, let's compare the following examples and notice the degree of urgency or force when giving advice or suggestions. Compare the following. It is important to visit your mother. You should visit your mother. It is important that you visit your mother. I want you to visit your mother. You have to visit your mother. The degree of urgency we feel or understand changes based on the words we use, but it also changes based on vocal tone and the way we deliver the message. Communication is complicated. A skilled and capable interpreter pays attention to all of these details in order to understand the message. Then, the interpreter uses those same details as tools to produce a quality interpretation. Complete the following practice and reflection activity. Think about a time when you misunderstood someone misunderstood you, or when two people interpreted the same message differently. What factors may have influenced the misunderstanding, and how might these factors influence interpretation decisions?